Taurus. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for all your support of the channel. I'm very grateful of how you treat the videos and how you support them, and especially for your support over on the extended. A great deal of thanks. Thank you so much. There's learning here. Okay. I always try to like start with the positives, but I just want to say it straight. You fucked up. There was definitely some sort of decision that you made, prideful, or you're dealing with, because this could be, you could be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius, or this could be your energy. Whatever it is, this is the energy of pride. Of pride getting in the way of goodness, of making the right decisions. There is something that is off, something that is wrong, something that you rushed into that had to do with ego and an ego boost, or it just had to do with ego and not really thinking things through, holding things back, not allowing yourself to get into the mix, not feeling right, feeling drained, feeling like something is draining you, all of those things. Okay. And so there builds around this sort of a defensiveness, sort of a sense of not wanting to know, not wanting to see, but knowing and seeing. You know and you see what is going on. You know and you see what is happening. And where did the fuck up come in? Well, the fuck up comes in allowing it to go too far, in maybe basically making a decision or rushing into a circumstance that had to do with lust or social status or, money, something shallow that initially felt good or seemed good or looked good, and then ended up not being so good. And now it's been not so good for a very long time. And there is this sense of knowing that it's not right. Feeling stuck, feeling like there is nowhere to go, like you're here and it's like you're stuck. You're stuck in a situation that you got yourself into. Very unhappy. There's a lot of sadness. It's not necessarily sadness as in just sadness about the situation, but if you're dealing with a person specifically, especially a fire sign, there is a sadness for them. A sadness for them. There's a deterioration that I think that you see in them. Maybe they're going through a dark night of the soul, a questioning of everything that they are, or being not themselves, losing themselves in order to find themselves. And now you feeling almost stranded with this circumstance, with this person, not really knowing what to do. And I have to say this to you, Taurus. Maybe you don't have to do anything. Maybe this is the time when you step back and don't do anything. Sometimes the only appropriate way to handle a difficult situation is to have faith that it can and will resolve itself. Now, I got this feeling when I was saying that there is this sense of, no, that's not what's going to happen here. So this could be a lot bigger. You could be dealing with somebody with drug addictions, drug issues. You could be dealing with somebody who is harming themselves, hurting themselves. And in addition, because they're so closely intertwined with your life, they're hurting your life. So who do you defend first? Do you defend them first, or do you defend your life first? Now, the practical answer is you defend yourself first, because you don't try to jump into rescue somebody else when you don't have life jackets or, you know, safety equipment for yourself, because now there's 2 drowning people in the water instead of just one. And I feel in some ways you already feel like you're drowning. You already feel like this person is so integral to your existence, or so attached to at least the way that you're feeling right now, that you just feel completely and totally like helpless. But there's such a big ego on the other side that you're dealing with. Unless this is you, there's just such a big ego that you're dealing with, that there's a sense of, they won't hear me. And you're right, they won't hear you. But they might notice that you're gone. And I think that that's the sad thought that's been passing through your head. Maybe leaving is the only way to show that they need help. Or that I deserve better. Because ultimately the only thing we can really do, there's so little we can control, but our choices are the only things that we know that we can always control. And that's majorly the issue here, is what I'm getting is, but I chose to believe in them. I chose to stand by them. I chose to stick with them. That was my choice. Do I have a right to change that choice now when I see that there's just a crash and burn? It's almost like a plane crash ready to happen. Do I have a right to check out now? Are you on the train? Are you on the plane? Do you want to crash? Do you have safety equipment? Do you have that parachute? Why wouldn't you have a right to use it if you have it? Why wouldn't that be a right thing to do? Why is both of you going down in flames the only thing that would be morally correct? Because there's a sadness. I don't want either of us to go down in flames. Maybe there's something that I haven't seen. Maybe there's something that I haven't looked at. Maybe there's an aspect to this plane that I don't know. Do you know how to fly it? You know what I'm saying? It's like really be realistic with your capabilities and what you actually can do right now. Because some of you, the only thing that you can do right now is use the fucking parachute on your back and get the hell out. You know, some of you may have more facilities, maybe have more faculties, maybe have more experience, maybe have more knowledge, you know, but there is that sense of you're changing and you're ready to move on, but somebody else is falling short. And they may in some ways be falling short because they know that you're ready to move on. And they don't want you to. There is a great deal of ego at work here. There is an imbalanced energy here. Whether it's your ego itself or something that you're dealing with on the outside. And I feel like for most of you, it is something that you're dealing with on the outside. It's imbalanced. It's unhealthy. It's dark. It may be even sick. You still want to do something about it. I know you do. So I guess this discussion, this channeled message is really a discussion of how do you sit down and decide what can you do about it? And the answer to that question is being realistic with your abilities, your skill sets, and what you have at your fingertips and disposal, and what is realistic right now. Like I said, some of you, once you take that inventory, you'll find the only thing that you have is that parachute, and that's what you have to use. But others of you, if you have other aspects, other things in your inventory that you can use, well then do it. But what I'm saying is be realistic with that inventory. Don't Don't be ideal with that inventory. Don't be like, well, I might have those resources in a week, so I'll just stick it out till then. No, take a list and really assess practically, because the practical is what you're good at. You have that as a resource always at your fingertips. You have the ability to be practical at your fingertips. So there is a sense of be practical right here, right now. Maybe pause the video and write out a list of what do you actually have right now? What can you actually do right now? Not the ideal, but the real. And then make your decision and choice of action based on that inventory that you have at your disposal. Inventory could be actual tangible 3D resources, or it could be just, a set of experience or skill set that you have. Whatever you have at your disposal right now, but there is some energy in your life that is impacting you. Now, for those of you who it is yourself, this is even more difficult, because this kind of energy would lead you out of the practical. An insistence that you know better, an insistence that spirit doesn't know shit, or I'm all alone, or I'm not doing this, I won't handle this, I refuse this. In other words, this could be, if you flip it around, a sense of not wanting to step up and do anything because you don't want to get your hands dirty. That could be too. That's the flip side of this energy. Let's get into the cards. This is the energy that I'm talking about, Leo. So this is pride, and this is ego, and this is an unhealthy sense of self, also a drained sense of self, a diminished sense of self that has to make up for how diminished it is by being prideful, by having its nose in the air, by forcing people to see how special it is, and by refusing to give over to spirit, by refusing to trust, by deciding that it knows better than anybody else or anything else, and wanting everybody else to see its way. You don't want anything to do with spirit. This energy doesn't want anything to do with spirit. It says, spirit, it's all about me. It's all about me all the time, and I'm not budging. I refuse. But it's not about confidence, because this card isn't upright. It's about cockiness. It's about, it's about cockiness. So there is that this energy that you're dealing with that is a volatile energy. A difficult energy. Hold on. So, okay. It's not all bad news. Abundance, happiness, prosperity. There's a lot of, in other words, with this energy, this card is Rabbit Spirit is multiplying what you have, making more of what you have. So you are doubling down. More money, more resources, maybe more children. There's just this sense of productivity, if you will, with rabbit energy. A great deal of productivity in your life right now. And that your life is changing, and that wing is out, and you are ready to fly. You are coming out of the cave. You are waking up. You are maybe for the first time in your life having the confidence, or having, like I said, the resources, which could be your wings too. Your ability to actually fly and soar and get things done. And you see this uptick in your life. You see all this goodness in your life. You see all this potential. You see all these opportunities coming to you. Wanting to just let it shine, peacock, show off, demonstrate. This could be Leo energy, This is Leo energy too, but or it could also be a scorpionic energy, a sense of really being happy with yourself, feeling fulfilled with yourself, being content, coming out and this is transformative energy, in other words. The peacock sense is being proud of yourself and people really like recognizing how good you are at something. And because of it, you're allowed to do more. They can see your capabilities. They can see your productivity level, finally standing out and getting attention for all that you are capable of and all that you are. And if you are dealing with this other energy, there is a person in your life that is not happy about it, or the more you advance and the more you get out of life, the more unhappy they become. But your life is still sort of on that uptick, except for dealing with this energy. There is a sense of unknown here. So this is a transitional period for you. This is a place maybe in your life that you've never been before. Opportunities and doors that are opening up that, haven't before, and you love it, and you're taking these chances, these new roads, these new pathways. You are excited. I can feel the excitement. But also the unknown. It's unexplored territory. You've never been here before, and it's like you're aware that there are a lot of unknowns. And maybe that's why you're still holding on to this other energy, especially if it's a person, because at least they are a known. They are recognized. They are a certainty. And that's why you don't want to leave them behind, or leave them, or even recognize that maybe you have to move on and they're not part of your future. That is not something you are ready for yet. There is still a bunch of mystery here. Also, this could be the energy of somebody continuing to observe you. But I don't get that for a lot of you. Freedom is yours. This is run wild and free, being in charge of your own life, taking charge of your own life. This is Aquarius energy. A sense of almost getting the key to the city. Of somebody saying, free reign, go ahead. Just like, I trust you, run free reign, like letting the reins go and letting you direct everything. So you could be getting charge of something, have gotten a raise, your business can be really taking off, or there is just a sense of you being elected to a place where you are in charge. There is just this energy of, you're doing it all. 100%, you're making it all happen, you're making it all work. This is Cancerian energy, but it's also transitional energy. Cancerian energy is tidal, so it goes between the tides. It goes between it's a tidal creature, so it sits between the water and the land. And scarab beetle was their old symbol in Egypt. There was the Egyptian symbol for cancers was not a crab, it was a scarab beetle, because the cancers were creatures that basically bridged between the living and the dead, or the mystical and the 3D. Now normally we give this credit to Scorpio now, but that was considered a Cancerian trait. Or basically the Cancerian trait is being able to understand and tangibly tap into both of these worlds. Scorpio is more of the bridge itself, but this is more of the translation, the more of the, you can take one and manifest it into the other. I think there is a sense of, you can do this now. You're capable, and you recognize, because this is Taurus energy, this is your energy. You recognize your capabilities. You recognize your how deserving you are, and you're ready to just stampede forward. Let's put it this way: all these energies, you're ready to just stampede forward. You're ready for this. You want to just leap. You want to just go. And there's a part of you that doesn't give a shit about this other energy or how it reacts. And maybe that's the part of you that scares you the most. The part of you that really could let go of this old energy, this egotistical energy, this energy that doesn't want to change or want to move on. There is a sense of it being so in your past, you're a little bit ashamed of yourself or scared of what that means about you. But let's have a talk. Let's seriously one-on-one discuss, what does it mean about you, Taurus? It means that you've grown. It means that you've transitioned. It means that you are at a different stage of your life right now. Hold on. 2020. Ooh, I paused the video at 2020. 2020 vision, baby. You see clearly. You see it clearly. And your future is so bright, you might need to wear shades. So what is this energy? What is this shady energy? Who are you dealing with? Because it's like the more shady they get, the more you want freedom from them. Or if this is you and this is your shadiness, I'm telling you right now, somebody else is about to trample you. But the energies on this table are telling me, Taurus, that the energy of progress, the energy of truth, because that's what Aquarius energy is too. The truth is coming out. The truth is coming out and it's stampeding forward defensively. So right now, things maybe, I think right now you feel like things are going to get better, but there's still a decision that needs to be made. Well, the decision is going to be made in terms of truth. And once the truth comes out, this energy, whoever is this prideful energy, if it's you, watch out. If it's somebody else, they better watch out. But this prideful energy that refuses to move and wants everything their way and doesn't, and literally lied, I would say, just completely lied. Because this is Aquarian energy too, and this is just not telling the truth. This is keeping it to yourself, keeping it hidden, keeping it under wraps for the sense of protecting one's own image or ego. So there is that sense of the pride before the fall. And this is definitely going to be a fall. Because this energy in opposition to it, holy crap, it's about to stampede. It's about to release forward. All the momentum is there. I'm going to go deeper to that with this. I'm going to go deeper into this energy in tarot. But let's get your angel messages first because they give such a beautiful perspective. Okay. I feel like more has to come out. One more. There it is. No. No. Okay. Angel messages that are so much better than mine. Do I love these cards? You ready? Sacred knowledge. Okay. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of eternal love. This is truth. Truth is playing a huge role in this time that you're in right now. So what you know is truth is what you need to live in. And it's not about deceiving yourself or tricking yourself into your story, the story that you're telling, being the truth. No, this is Spirit saying the actual truth. The soul and heart of who you are, it needs to come out. And whether you are choosing it or not, it is going to come out. Healing. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. This, oh wow, ooh. Whatever the truth that comes out, it's because you're loved so much you need to heal. and this burden of not being able to live honestly. Even if it's worked for you, even if it's earned you money, even if it's given you fame and fortune, whatever crazy scenario, it's not real. And that needs to all go away. It's like the more the more you've earned on falsehood, the more you need to be saved from it. And that's what's happening. If you feel that your world is crumbling down around you, it's because it was based on an insincere source. And that source is being removed so you can get back to the actual sacred source that your soul needs to be connected with. As earth signs, it's easy sometimes to get distracted by the tangible. It's easy to get distracted by the earthly 3D resources, by the money. It's easy. Sacred source, we, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. It's your light that the angels care about. It's your potential as a non-3D being. It is your ability to rise higher. And so whatever you're in the middle of now that is scarring that soul and disconnecting you from your true self, which is light, that needs to be taken out of the way. Because there is an acknowledgement underneath of, we're sending you healing, we're sending in our reinforcements because your essence is at risk right now. The essence of who you are is what we're fighting. We're like fighting for your soul right now. Peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. I think that's the combat here that I haven't been able to see. And thank God for these angel messages. There is that sense of that's the conflict in you right now. You know that you could just let go and soar and literally just crap all over somebody as you soar high above everything. But ultimately, would you feel good for shitting on somebody else? Could you, at the end of the day, turn around and look at yourself and not have scarred or maimed that part of you that is the most special? Achievement. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. You've already done great things. Why are they not enough? You do have a chance to move forward, and you can, but you can also do it in a way that you can take your whole self and not abandon your soul self. So, let's move on to tarot and articulate all of these energies. I will see you guys in the extended. The link is below.